faster than TikTok, so bear with me if you are on TikTok and looking for this live, or if you're here and you're like, why is it just me kind of sitting here? So let's try it this way, see if that works better. Okay, sorry y'all. I did not, usually on Instagram, not Instagram, geez, what is this? YouTube, I don't just like hit the live button and then it goes, but here we are. I'm talking U.S. Women's National Team. It is halftime, and we're gonna have some fun talking about that because, well, why not? Anyway, okay, oh, there's a couple of you in here. Hello, hi, sorry, please bear with me because I'm traveling for work, so this is all looking like really nice and good quality. Okay, I'm in here, we're back, we're live. Hi, everybody, we're in our natural habitat. So again, if you're new, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and so the cameras switch, and if you're on YouTube, I've never done this from my iPad before. I'm back, yes, I'm back, because the last time I did this, I accidentally had the videos on private, which is why none of you saw me. But anyway, hello to everyone coming in on TikTok and on YouTube. Oh my god, there's 12 of you on YouTube. That is, oh, you are like pacing almost even with TikTok for the first time. So hello, let's talk U.S. Women's National Team. We had a few goals. It doesn't look good, no. Does Chile look good? No. But there are lots of positives to talk about. So here's who I think's having a good night so far. Let's see. Io has been fun, lots of great crosses. I think she's been very lively. She has great vision for the attack. Io, okay, if you have not watched her as much. Tiffany, thank you for the roses. Good to see you. Really good to see you. So good to see some more people. Let's see. Why are we not trying to find our wings with more crosses? Yeah, so I'm personally not super amped on the midfield so far. Corey has had nice moments. I think everybody has had like nice moments, but there's not a lot of cohesion yet. Meza is so good. Meza's really growing into this game. I thought Meza had a pretty rough first portion of it. Not rough, just like I wasn't amped on it in the first portion. But towards the back end of the half, she was becoming one of my favorite players in there. Did you end up doing a pregame live? I wanted to. I did not. My flight got delayed, and so I was... And then instead of like calling a Lyft or something to my hotel, I walked it because that's how I get exercise, is that I decided to walk places I shouldn't have to. But no, you didn't miss it. If Emma uses her left foot more, maybe she can be more effective. You know, I think there's a lot of things that Emma Sears could do to be a little more effective. But at the end of the day, you don't get folks that are that tall and that fast that often. So you just got to use them how you can. Thoughts on Io? Okay, I think Io's been great. Really lively. Let's see, Hal playing center back. I asked her on Saturday to ask him to play her at center back, to let her start at center back today. Not mad about it. So listen, I actually think for all of you Hal stans, and I know there's a lot of Hal stans, I think this is the best thing that could have happened to her chances for making this program, or making this roster. I really do. I think this is it is the Emily Sonnet path forward. I don't think she makes it if she's just playing defensive mid, but you will always get more leeway on this team and better shots at making this roster when you can play multiple positions. And she's playing great at center back. Like I think she's been fantastic. So anyway, if you're a Hal Hirschfeld stan, this is the best thing that could have happened for your girl, because she was not going to make it as a defensive mid, purely a defensive mid. But right now, of that group of defensive mids that I think are kind of the second or third tier, I really think this is going to be a good thing for her. Okay, hold on. I got to figure out this chat's from the iPad. Will we see Darlene come in for Weezer? I hope so. I haven't been amped on Weezer today. I haven't been amped on her. I like her, but I haven't been amped today. I would like to see more Maddie Darlene at left back, which, by the way, y'all, if you missed it, Maddie Darlene saw the video and also had been following me for a minute, and which I think what came maybe like when I did the North Carolina videos about that article and stuff, and I just like didn't register. So anyway, Maddie Darlene knows that we have the left back hive, so that's exciting. Who is one of Angel City's new sightings you're most looking forward to? This is looking like their year. It's definitely not looking like our year. I wouldn't go that far, but I'm most excited for Emily Sands. I think Riley Jackson looks pretty good over on YouTube. I agree. I think Riley Jackson has good vision, really nice distribution across the field. Yeah, I think Riley Jackson, for me, of the three in the midfield, has been the strongest one so far. Have we talked about Sears? Not yet, no. Oh, I mean, kind of, yeah. We actually, what am I saying, not yet? No, we've talked about Emma Sears. You know, look, Alyssa Thompson suffers from some of the same thing on that side. we just need people to release a little bit faster and not take so many touches. The touches have been a bit heavy. But you know, you just don't get folks with that size and that pace that often out wide. So Sears has to fix her first. Yeah, I agree. Jamise Joseph, I thought, has been strong. I think she's had a good showing. I would call her back in. I think that is going to be to the detriment of Yasmin Ryan. So let's see. Did I catch the Arsenal-Chelsea game? Of course I did. And you know, it's funny because I should have known the men were going to have a bad day Sunday when the women had such a good outing on Saturday. That should have been my sign. Let's see. Do I like Cat's Eye? I'm not as familiar with the music as I should be, if I'm being honest. I aspire to be more there. And then folks, just a reminder, I am on YouTube, I am on TikTok, so if my eyes are going back and forth like this, it's because I'm on both places. Okay. Yeah, Germa didn't have the best game versus Arsenal. Yeah, I would agree with that. Arsenal men infuriated me Sunday. Yeah, everybody. Like, good God. And then when we got the equalizer, and I was like, okay, amazing. Like, we're back in it. And then it was just another defensive collapse. Crazy. Meza's playing solid. Like to see more minutes from her. I hope that they don't sub her out like in the first wave of subs, because for me she has grown into this game so much, and I want to see what happens as she continues to get more moments. I've been increasingly impressed with her. Okay, this is very funny from somebody on YouTube, but that's a good joke. It's a great joke even. Let's see. Casey, have you been to a USA game recently? Yeah, I went to the one against Brazil at PayPal Park where they lost, so you don't want me there. But also, I don't want to go to PayPal Park ever again. It doesn't matter how early I leave, I will arrive at kickoff. Like, I can leave 4 hours early, I will arrive at kickoff. So, who do you see as the number one goalkeeper permanently? I still think that it's PTJ Saluz. I think Dickie's made herself a good case, but I think it's PTJ. I think Meza has vision that will click with some of the better players. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think it could, but I don't know if she makes this roster. It's just gonna be hard. I'd like to see Moultrie subbed in this next half. I mean, yes, but like for what purpose, I guess. I think Moultrie is playing better than anybody in the positions that she rotates into, so that would be either, you know, kind of the wide attackers or at the 10. And I love Croy Bethune, but I just think Moultrie's been really strong lately. So it's not, like, Moultrie for me is not a question mark. Like, I think you know Moultrie is at present for making this roster next time. So the question is, do you summon, like, an Ali Sentnor who has been a little more bubble of the last couple camps? I think that's going to be what the decision is here for Emma. Jamisa's confidence on the ball and her turn speed is actually insane. Agreed. She's just really fun to watch. Am I going to the Japan game at PayPal? Absolutely not. Well, okay, here's the weird thing, though, about the PayPal game in Japan, against Japan. I'm going to the Sharks game later that same day, so I'm already going to be over there. So then I was like, maybe I gotta just do it, but let's see. How serious of a contender is Jamise Joseph moving forward to start regularly? I think we'll find out. To start regularly, I don't think so. I think she's an extremely interesting, person off the bench going forward. I think she's got a real shot to make the roster. I think she's kind of a Lynn type, come in at the 65th and change it up. After the game, could you post your projected She Believes? Yeah, I'm debating getting back on Substack, but I'll do a video or a write-up of, kind of trends and stuff from this camp. And thanks to y'all for bearing with me. I've changed jobs again. I've done 2 jury trials this month already, and I'm traveling a lot for work. It's been crazy. So, but it's fun. I'm in a really good place with real work, so don't feel bad for me. Thoughts on Coffee at Man City? Happy for her, but sad for us in the Thorns land. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not happy about any of it. But look, I get why people want to play in Europe for a variety of reasons. So, wish Hal would break more lines with her passes. They're playing tight defensively, but it's there. Yeah, but like she's also still sussing out sitting back in that space, and I think her defensive work has been stellar. And frankly, she's been kind of holding it down more positionally for Emily Sams to get forward. So I'm okay with that, right? A little more time at that position, and she'll be able to play those balls. But I think she's done a great showing so far. Thoughts on the Courage Coach? I like him. I do. NWSL seems to have figured out that we have now, like, it's a good just thing to crib off of Dobbelsvenskan. You can just go and steal their homework. You can steal players from there, you can steal coaches from there. They're generally pretty good. Let's see. Thoughts on the Kansas City current coach? I mean, I have the same thoughts as everybody else, which is like, why would you hire that person? Let's see. I miss Sanchez. Yeah, same, but I don't think she's making it. Projected halftime subs, none. Leave it. Let them sit a little more. So, I'm happy that Heaps has not been playing. I'm not a fan. I mean, she may be back, so don't get too excited about that. She may be back. Do you think Sam's will become a starter for ACFC? Yes, 1,000%. She's going to start. Like, I'm not worried about that. Do you think Trin comes in? I hope not. I just give her more rest. I don't think we need it here. Thoughts on Johanna's playing time in Lyon? I mean, she's young, right? Like, you're managing minutes to some extent based on age in some ways. So I'm okay with it. Let's see. I don't have Heaps starting by 2027, but I do think she's still on the roster. Thoughts on Claire captaining. Do you think she comes in? I think this midfield needs more time. I don't think she needs to sub in, but we'll see. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'll do a live at the end, so we'll all be back here. We can all discuss whatever happens. I think Riley Jackson's had a good showing. I think she's had some really nice distribution. I agree Wiesner looks shaky. Do you think Sears will make a goal today? I don't know. Maybe we should hit the post again. I think Man City women will beat Chelsea. For Arsenal's sake, I hope not. Will Lowe come in for probably her last camp? Sad she's on the wrong side of 30. So fun to watch. I hope she subs on, because I do think this is probably her last camp, but I think she's got, you know, we'll see we'll see at the She Believes Cup camp. Yeah, PTJ is going to start. I think PTJ is GK1. Where's Riley Jackson in this pool? I'll let you know at the end of the game. And it depends somewhat on health, right? I think it depends heavily on health. If you had to choose an NWSL club for Jenna Nice-Wonger, which one would you choose? I mean, I guess the question is, are you going to keep playing her at outside back, or are you going to play her as a 10? Because, you know, she was a hell of a 10 before. There's a lot of 10s that are really great in the league, but I do think there are teams where there's some space and opportunity for a 10. You know, Angel City, I think, has not solidified that yet. So that's an interesting place. But and I think it could work at outside back. I would gladly take Jenna Nice-Wonger at Angel City. I'll put it that way. Do you think Sanchez leaves Courage at the end of the year? I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll depend on how the new coach is going for her. Is there a camp before She Believes? No, there's not. Sears would be a great 9, great size and speed, and can shoot well, not enough ball skill for the wing. So I actually agree and I disagree. I think she's got the player profile for that. I don't see any signs that she's got an instinct for hold-up play. Folks, it is starting back up. I don't stay live during the match. I will see you all post-match. Let's fucking go. Okay, YouTube, I say bye to you last, so I'll see y'all later.